Hello and welcome back to the Broadbeach Bowls Club for our final match of the Rinkside Live coverage component of the 2021 Australian Open, and it is our under-18 girls final, and we are looking forward to a fantastic match between these two. Kate Argent-Bowden from South Australia taking on Chloe Runge from Queensland. I am Clive Adams, joined once more by Chloe Stewart. Hello, Chloe.
Hello, Clive. Nice to be back again.
Absolutely. And, well, we had an entertaining boys' final, and now it's time for the girls to go on show, and hopefully we'll have another fantastic match right here.
Absolutely. I'm really looking forward to this one. Two young future stars of our game. Kate's already proven that she's definitely one to play after winning the Women's Open Singles over in South Australia.
Yeah, remarkable. The youngest player ever to do so. I think she was verging on just 16 when she won that title. So, yeah, quite remarkable, really. So, she's from the Angaston club in South Australia. I'm probably not doing that justice to the South Australians, but there you go. And Chloe is from the Glasshouse Mountains here in Queensland. Nice part of the world. Sounds nice.
Beautiful part of the world. Clive, do yourself a favour and get up and have a look at the Glasshouse Mountains up on the Sunshine Coast.
So the players are just completing their two-end roll-up. We'll have a quick chat to them, and then they will get into this one. Of course, Kate has been to this final before, just 2 years ago in 2019. So it's back-to-back finals for Kate, and a new experience for Chloe. Now, I don't want to see any Chloe bias in this game, Chloe. All right.
No Chloe bias. Well, it was pretty hard this morning having two of my club mates out there playing, Tweed Ospreys, Max and Nev. I'm sure I can keep a healthy balance here once again.
Yes. It's not going to get confusing at all if I ask you a question.
I'd hope not.
What's Chloe going to play, Chloe? No, it's been a fantastic tournament, the Australian Open this year. As we've said a few times throughout the fortnight, we certainly spare a thought for our Victorian friends that haven't been able to be here. We've certainly had some of the Victorians here, which has been fantastic, but there was a host of Victorians unable to be here, and all we can do is suggest next year get your airfares booked early and get up here and partake in what will be the 2022 Australian Open. And I'm sure it's going to be bigger and better again than this year's event. Every chance, we'll have our fingers crossed that we can add internationals back into the field and the Victorians. But we certainly thank Tourism and Events Queensland and the City of Gold Coast for their support in bringing you this year's Australian Open and all of those sponsors. Of Bowls Australia. Big shout out to Gold Coast Tweed District Bowls Association as well for their assistance this week in our streaming production. Spent 5 or 6 days commentating with them, and it's a wonderful product they produce, and they do wonderful work. As we see some supporters on the sidelines waiting for this one to get underway. We are not far away, just a couple of bowls to play. We'll get out there and have a chat with the players, and then they can get into it and see who brings home the final title right here on Rinkside Live. Men's singles final not far off getting underway. You can watch that one on 7-2, Fox, KO and Sky Sport. The beauty of that, you can watch both games at the same time, Chloe.
Exactly right, Clive. Get them both set up.
men's singles final between Aaron Wilson and Wayne Turley. Not far off getting underway.
And we have Clive having a quick chat with Kate and Chloe.
And just before we get underway, let's have a chat with our two competitors in our under-18s girls final. Firstly to you, Kate, you're back here again. We saw you here a couple of years ago against Kira, and since then you've also won the South Australian Open singles title, so you must be looking forward to this one.
Oh yeah, pretty excited to be back. It's always lovely to be on the Gold Coast, get away from the cold weather down in SA, but yeah, pretty excited.
And a fantastic experience winning that South Australian singles title, no doubt.
Oh yeah, it was absolutely awesome. It was pretty weird, hasn't even really sunk in yet. It's been a while, but yeah, no, it was really cool.
All right, and over to Chloe, you'll, from Queensland, so in a final right here in your home state, must be really looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's really good. I'm really excited to be here, and it's a good experience to have.
Alrighty, and any plans going in? You've obviously had a pretty good run through, a 21-14 win in the semi-final.
Yeah, it was a good game though. She did put good bowls in, and it was really tough, but it's a good game.
All right, we are looking forward to a great match. Good luck to both of you, and we'll see who comes out on top.
Great stuff there by Clive, having a quick chat to both players. You know, there might be a few little nerves still about, but I think once both these players start to get into it, a couple of ends in, try and find a bit of rhythm, they both should be okay, I think.
Well, I didn't expect a lot of words, and I didn't get a lot of words. But it's all good. It's the bowls that do the talking.
That's it, Clive.
It's good to see. A few nerves never do any harm, do they?
Yeah, that's right. You know, it just helps you, you know, get up and about for it. You know, it is a final, but both these players will be looking just to settle in, find a bit of rhythm, and work their way into the match.
Well, certainly a different level of experience between the two players, and that'll be important for Chloe at the start of this match, just to settle in. Her first bowl's not far away there, so certainly Kate, with that wonderful experience of winning the state singles title, and also of putting up a good show against Kira Burt last time we were here. Kira, of course, one of the stars, and since then, I think since then moved up here.
Yes, correct. She is up living in Tweed Heads.
And we've since seen Kira on the big stage in the BPL as well. So certainly another player, another one on those list of wonderful young women making their way in our great sport.
Yeah, absolutely. She's having a little break at the moment, but I'm sure it won't be for too long. She'll be back out and about very soon, I'm sure.
Well, nice correction there from Kate. Our marker here, Sue Hogg, looking after us for this final. And this looks like a nice correction too from Chloe. Just going to need this to pull up a little. It's probably a measure for shot at the moment, I would think. Maybe favour the blue, but very close. Just needs to negotiate the front, and has done. Little slide off the front. 2 shots the signal from our marker, and the jack high bowl to play to for Chloe Runge.
It's looking
Well,
good.
what an effort.
What? Maybe.
That is
Maybe
very
enough.
close. Might favour the yellow disc bowl, yes. The shot. Now, I saw Chloe before the match. She was down there behind the barrier. She's a bit nervous, and rightfully so. You know, it's a big moment. And, well, this is very close from Kate as well. She turned this back. Yeah, well, that's
Great
a
shot.
very good shot. Now, how's this landed, though? With everything rolling around, it looks like it might be one to Kate, but I think that's the shot. Yep. Yeah, I had a bit of a look around and then went, just, Kate said, just, let's have a minute.
Good thinking. Don't mess around.
So first to 21 is the format we're playing right here. Two was the call, I believe. We'll just wait for the official word. And two it is to Kate to get us underway. So some nice bowls first end there.
Beautiful weight from Kate, you know, she's really showing her experience here. Just easing into the match. I think it's important for Chloe to really, you know, give this everything. She's got nothing to lose. I do think that there's maybe a little bit more pressure on Kate, just with her past achievements, but I don't think that'll stop Chloe from having a really good go at this and just giving it her all.
Chloe's been playing 6 years, so certainly no stranger to the greens. And I know she's got some support in the crowd. And saw a couple of, at least a couple of guys inside that were wearing, proudly wearing their Glasshouse jackets and so forth. So certainly got some support here. And they'll be waiting to cheer her on with every close bowl that she delivers, no question. Great to see plenty of support coming through for both players via our social media channels, so we love that.
Still plenty of room here for Chloe.
And she might well have capitalised on that room right there.
Well,
very well played.
Well done.
Similar to what we talked about with the boys' final, the girls just look to relax into the match, settle in, and it becomes just another game of bowls. As well, what a reply from Kate.
Close here.
Oh, you're right in the area.
Oh, just a bit unlucky there.
Just
great
caught,
weight.
Just dropped late, didn't it? As we see on that hand that it does tend to do. But one more shot to Kate, and it's a 3 shots to 0 lead. Be interesting to see if Kate just mixes it up a little bit at the start here. Just been a quiet start, hasn't it? There hasn't been many questions or anything like that asked.
No, not yet. I think both players are quite reserved, keeping their cards close to their chest.
Well, this is a very nice reply from Chloe. It's very easy to think that there's just a standout favourite here. But as I said, Chloe's been at it 6 years. And it's just a matter of getting over the occasion for her. As Kate with a wonderful reply, and this green is running beautiful. I mean, that bowl has just trickled home beautifully right to the front of the jack. What we've seen so far in the match is Kate's had the reply every time Chloe's played a good bowl. Every time Chloe's been near it, Kate's had the big reply.
She absolutely has, and you know, Chloe's not too far away here too. It's a fantastic start to this match.
Oh, what a start. If that ball had fallen back, every chance that would have been the shot. And there's barely room for it to fall. Well, what's going to happen here? Because there's another one on top of it. Well, Jack popped out to the side. A little smile on Kate's face as it went through. I think she was just, I think she was impressed with, she's looking like she's kicking herself a little bit for chipping the jack out. Chloe with a switch to the forehand, just looking for a clear path through here, a little run off.
Sneaking through. Oh.
Well, it's all very close, is what it is. Okay, in the area once more. Also just passed through the gap. So there's a few little gaps there. And the girls have been able to find them so far. It is a measure at the moment for shot. Chloe, just a little opportunity to draw a close bowl here and just nudge the jack. She can make four.
She can do. The opportunity is there.
Just overdone it slightly, so it looks like we'll get the tape out once more. Interesting, because Kate had already had a look at this and she hasn't placed the mat herself. She's just thrown it aside. I wonder if that gives us an indication that she thinks she's down.
Maybe. Go with the yellow.
Look at how close these measures are.
Oh.
I think it's one blue, is it?
I think so.
Yep, one it is to the blue of Kate Argent-Bowden, and she leads 4 shots to 0. Right, well, a solid start here for Kate in the game, leading 4 shots to nil. Her first bowl on this end just falling in behind. Yeah, well, that was a bit of a... It was a little bit of a giveaway when she let that go. She still felt that she was still travelling a bit.
Yeah, she didn't look too happy with it.
But you can see both guys have found their line nice and early. Crucial part, particularly in singles, the players like to find the centre of the rink nice and early. Yeah, once you find the centre of the rink, then you can find your weight from there.
Oh, 100%. It's always been a thing in the back of my mind. If you can find your line, the weight will come.
And Kate's just worked her way past the front bowl there and has sat for, well, I thought shot bowl, but it's actually still quite close. Chloe not far away with her first 2, so an opportunity just to improve on those. She's certainly in the area again. Just short of weight.
Looking to turn her front one. She has.
And fallen in for a couple, I believe. Chloe may well look at something similar. Just trying to reach up there and sit on the shot bowl of Kate, and she's very much in the area. Needs it to sit past the jack. Well, it's just caught the jack, so just need perhaps another foot or so of weight and would have pushed that a bit further. Now, it's definitely 1 to Kate. Is that all? One it is. 5 shots to nil lead to Kate. What about you, Chloe? But Kate looks like she means business here.
She certainly does. You know, and she's come out with a wow of a start. And it's not that Chloe's even been playing poorly. You know, both players have been going really well. And it just seems the last couple of ends, Kate's just had that slight edge, but I really don't think it's going to take too much for Chloe to get into this game and to get going.
Well, certainly even standing on this end after the first 2 bowls, both just trickling past, about a metre past the jack. And we come back to that metre correction again.
See it so often, Clive. So for those of you watching at home, want to get better?
There it is.
Give it a little go next time you're out on the green.
In fairness, a metre can be about anywhere between about 2 feet and 4 feet when we judge it, Chloe.
True.
see some of the Australian Jackaroos coaching and selection staff alongside the rink. Jackaroos coach Gary Willis taking a look here.
Yeah, I'm sure they're keeping a close eye on these two young guns. Potentially future Jackaroos.
Well, Chloe just needs to hang on for the jack. Well, she caught a piece of the jack, but just didn't get all of it. And an opportunity now for Kate to add a third. Still one to play for Chloe. Well, perfect for line once more. And that looks like it'll be another 2 to Kate Argent-Bowden.
She's definitely leading the charge at the moment, but things, as we know, can change very quickly. Really hope this isn't going to get too ugly too quickly.
Now 7-0. Chloe needs to get on the board. That's all. Just needs to get a score going. And just doesn't want to let Kate get away. So just needs to get a score on the board and get her confidence going. As you say, she hasn't been far away. That's certainly. But you let an experienced player get a lead, and that's when you just got to be careful it doesn't get away.
Exactly right. I really think this is where Chloe's just got to take herself out of the situation. I think she's just rolling up like that.
Yeah, and she's just come up with a nice reply there. Nice applause from the crowd. And look at the reply from Kate. She quite got the trip. The line was perfect. Just pulled up. Another very handy bowl from Chloe there, just dropping in behind. Just a quick question there from Kate to find out how far short her previous bowl was.
Handy little home there.
Just crashing into the front there, and it may well be one to Kate now, and she looks to add another. Oh, she sat on her own back bowl. That will be close. I think it's probably one blue at the moment, but I haven't seen whether we got a signal from a marker. Chloe not far away with this. Just a little slide off the front. Has it done enough? May well have done.
think we might be reaching for the measure again.
I favour one yellow, but we'll see the outcome of the measure. It's very close, but Kate has pushed out the yellow bowl. So it is 1 to Chloe Runge, and she is on the board. It's a 7-1 lead to Kate Argent-Bowden. So great to see Chloe get on the board there, and now she can settle in. She can stop worrying about getting off the mark and start charging down this lead.
It's not a bad start here for young Chloe. Roundabout. Like we sort of said earlier, it's always good to just look to touch that jack with your first bowl. If you're missing, you're finishing in a very good spot.
Very similar reply from Kate, just sneaking inside for shot. Gives a bit of insight into the practice regime for the Jackaroos. Chloe, how much work do you put in a week? And what's sort of expected?
Well, I guess it's
great shot from Kate.
Great bowl there. Yeah, there's a lot that goes into it. It's not just, you know, your on-green training, it's your off-green training as well. You know, for myself, I'm doing about 3 sessions a week on the green after work, and then I try to do 3 or 4 sessions a week off the green as well, so either in the gym or a bit of yoga, just to keep up with it, because, you know, tournaments like these, you do need to be physically fit as well as mentally fit. And I think, you know, if you're out there and you're training and doing the work either in the gym or doing some walking or running or whatever it is that you enjoy, I think that always helps the mental side of the game.
It's a really interesting point you make, because most people would think that to improve their game, it's on the green. You know, you get out there and you practice on the green and so forth. As we just watched this bowl of Chloe's come in, it's just going to come up short. That is a fantastic effort, but it's still going to be 1 to Kate. Yeah, most people would think the emphasis is get out there and practice rolling bowls, but it's not all that.
No, it's definitely not all that. As much as that helps, and, you know, you certainly need to work on all the different shots of your game and practice those. What another great shot here from Kate.
Fantastic bowl from
beautiful bowling.
Kate, and she takes 2 more and leads at 9 shots to 1. So it might be for, you're talking about 3 sessions in the gym and so forth. It might be going for a morning walk for some people watching. You know, we appeal to all different age brackets, so it's all about suitable exercise for what suits.
Yeah, 100%. Like, I know Max Jaffray, who was playing this morning in the over 60s. I know that, you know, he goes for a bit of a walk and he might just do a couple of step-ups, and, you know, he does those little things to keep himself fit, and, you know, it's those little 1%ers that definitely help you out on the green. I firmly believe it.
Of course, Bowls Australia has the wonderful Roll Back the Clock program, which encourages our more senior Australians to get out there and do their exercise, and there are plenty of local clubs running Roll Back the Clock programs where you can go along for a small fee, and it is a very small fee, go along and They'll have an instructor there looking after you, and it's almost about the social part of that than not just about the exercise. The exercise part of it's fantastic, but it's also about the social interaction that you get out of that. So you can certainly check that out at the Bowls Australia website, bowls.com.au, and head along to get involved and roll back the clock, and you will be able to find out exactly where your local roll back the clock programs are, and if you want your club to get involved, well, you can get them signed up right then and there. Chloe was able to get to the jack there, but she's popped it out in the open, and Kate has closed in right on top of it. Now, how far has that jack gone? Looks like it's 1-2 Kate. So now a little bit of a race to try and just trail that jack into the ditch.
Yeah, that's it. Try and get to it first. Take the shot away.
Chloe is right on the money here. Now at that, she's drawn the shot, but it didn't actually touch the jack, but she's drawn the shot. That's a remarkable bowl from Chloe Runge. Kate getting down there to have a look to see what she can do with this now. Now, do need to have a look. Kate does own the tee. Her bowl is a toucher on the front there. She may look to attack this a bit. Both white bowls look like they might go as well, so she might look to attack this.
She definitely can afford to do it at this stage of the match.
Looks like she's sticking to more draw weight. Shows different players have a different approach here, because there are some players that would have loaded up on that, get both white bowls out, sit with three, front bowl onto jack, jack goes out of bounds, one on the tee. Just depends on your mindset.
Yeah, it does, for sure. Every player's different. Every player sees a shot differently.
Chloe has possibly drawn a second there. That is fantastic bowls. That has fallen out at the front. Kate's bowl's fallen out. This could be, it's going to be somewhere between 1 and 3. Well, there's 2. Well, that is remarkable bowls. I mean, on the edge of the green, and there it is. 3 shots it is to Chloe Runge. Fantastic bowls. 9-4 now the lead to Kate Argent-Bowden.
That's 3 awesome bowls by Chloe there. It's really, hopefully will help give her a bit of confidence.
Well, she had no room to work with, Chloe,
yeah.
and she managed to get 3 in there.
Exactly right. Amazing stuff. Puts her back into this. Only 5 behind.
Great to see Australian selector Therese Hastings sitting alongside the rink. Therese and husband Ian taking in this match. Therese Hastings, of course, an Australian Open champion herself in the pairs when it was down at in Victoria. On the pairs with Noi Tucker.
And then she came up, I think it was only probably 5 years ago now. She won the over 60s pairs.
Yes.
With the late amazing Dalsey.
Yes. Yep, one of our favourites. Only left us recently, of course, Faye Luke. Remarkable lady. So much work with the Australian team. But when it boils down to it, she was just a special person and a lovely person, and I'm sure Therese holds that title. I'm sure it means a lot more to her now.
Oh, I think so, for sure. Darcy was one very, very special lady. We're very fortunate to have her as part of our Jackaroos family.
Well, this looks pretty well weighted from Kate Argent-Bowden. Great shot. Well, Kate has to be throwing her name in the mix for some of these higher honours as well. Chloe, I mean, you don't win a state singles title at her age unless you've got something special.
That's right, Clive. You know, I'm almost certain she's in the upcoming squads, the emerging Jackaroos or pathways.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So she's in the mix now.
Well, look at this.
It's another amazing bowl.
Brilliant bowls from Kate Argent-Bowden. Another 3 shots onto her tally. Bounces back from the 3 she dropped at the other end. And what better way to bounce back than to grab 3 yourself? 12 shots to 4 is the lead. It appears we're on the right rink here, Chloe. Some of the happenings over on the other rink from what we're hearing.
I'm glad we're over here, Clive.
I think so.
Once again, Kate with the pressure right on, first bowl.
Well, Kate is, well, she's certainly put the foot down here with some close bowls over the last couple of ends. 12-4 is the scoreline in favour of Kate Argent-Bowden.
Bit of insurance at the back there. She's got 2 good ones. Chloe will be looking to cut this back to 1 or even get the shot. Oh, she's just a bit unfortunate there, getting the wrong side of that bowl. I think Kate can draw another one here comfortably.
Oh, and has.
Oh, may have opened it up.
Open things up a little bit. We haven't really seen Chloe play with much weight so far. She's certainly using a bit now. And looks to have just sailed that one wide, so it's another 3 on the board to Kate Argent-Bowden, and she leads at 15 shots to 4 after we've played 10 ends in this match. Of course, it is first to 21. 15-4 is the lead, so just 6 more required for Kate to claim this title. That I'm sure she came off the green against Kira last time, Hungary. She was just 14 years old back then, so to even be playing in the final was a fantastic effort.
And I'm sure she would have learnt a lot from that game, and it's the losses like that that help you for the future. And I'm sure that even that game that she lost against Kira helped her win that state title.
Without a doubt.
Got beautiful weight correction.
Yeah, her consistency is just really kicking in at the moment. A little slide off the front, and it might be good enough for shot. Very close. 1 yellow is the signal from Marka Suhog. That's a brave call from Sue. That looks very close.
She's backing it.
She's one of the best in the business.
Certainly is. Just one of our many amazing volunteers here at the Australian Open.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth, Chloe. I mean, really, these events don't happen without the wonderful work of our volunteers. Every club survives on the work of its volunteers. I think Sue is going to have another look at this, so she's sticking with 1 yellow. Okay, in the zone, but just on the outside. Gave it every chance. I think potentially she might have preferred to be under the jack and looking to sit that bowl. It's a perfect weight for that shot. So Chloe looking to add another here. She's also just on the outside, so we'll check Sue's work here and make sure that it is 1 yellow. And it is. How could I doubt? 15-5 is the lead to Kate Argent-Bowden. And it is 15-5 after 11 ends completed. Of course, we keep track of the ends, but it's 21 up. Of course, another one of the fantastic programs that Bowls Australia conducts is our Rookie Rollers program, Chloe, and an opportunity for schools to get involved in our wonderful sport with the portable Rookie Rollers equipment. The equipment is fantastic. Lightweight rubber bowls that can be used pretty much anywhere. School gymnasium through to school oval. You'll get a different experience on the different surfaces, but they work fine on all the different surfaces. Of course, clubs can get them and host families and encourage young people into the sport, and schools can get them through the Federal Sporting Schools program. get their local club involved in giving them a bit of coaching as Kate nails the jack with her second. And give young people the real fantastic experience of bowls. I know when I was starting all those years ago, Chloe, I can just about remember it. But there was no option to play bowls at school. That you had to get along to the local club, you know. Nowadays, we've got that wonderful opportunity to bring bowls to students. As a very, very handy reply here from Chloe, just dropped across, just been on the wrong side of those bowls a couple of times. But if you are interested in getting involved, head along to the Bowls Australia website, navigate your way there to juniors and rookie rollers, and why not have a chat with your local school and get them involved. You can always chat to your local regional bowls manager as well. Regional bowls manager team all over Australia do a wonderful job. And if your club's interested in getting juniors involved, I mean, we're sitting here watching two of our wonderful juniors go at it. Then if your club's interested, then your regional bowls manager will be more than happy to help. Kate just carrying it around the outside there. And that will be one more on the board. I know during the week, back at my home in Western Australia, in my region, for my regional bowls manager duties, we had a inter-school carnival. It was their winter carnival. They play a number of sports, and they incorporated bowls into it for the first time. Had 48 kids from 4 different schools competing at the local sports complex, just on the cricket pitches, just near the cricket pitches. Nice firm ground, and it went fantastically well. And those schools will be looking to continue their foray into bowls, which is really exciting.
It's so great to hear, Clive, and it's really positive for our sport and, you know, moving forward into the future. And, you know, I definitely encourage everyone to jump on board and get those kids involved, because, you know, they do love it. It's such a family-friendly sport. You know, you can get out with your grandparents, your friends, family, anyone, and it's a lot of fun. I'm not saying that just because I play it and I'm a bit biased, but I do honestly believe it's a game for everyone.
The rookie rollers equipment's not just about just getting close to a jack either. There's all sorts of little activities and so forth that you can set up. The equipment comes with a full kit of 32 bowls and a host of equipment to set up activities for the kids. So it's not just about getting bowls and trying to draw to jacks. It's, you know, rolling bowls into target zones and all sorts of fun activities. There's a wedge where you've got to roll the bowl and it lands in the hole to score points, and the kids love it. Yeah, certainly, and use your imagination and come up with lots of different games to make things interesting and a fun experience for people's first foray into bowls. Now Kate with another handy 3 shots here. Still a bit of room for Chloe to close in on this. She's been a bit quick with her first two, with a particularly mat up and shortest end. Well, she's corrected her weight. She's going to need this to hang on a little now.
Kate will be looking just to slip under that last bowl there.
Well, a little touch of the jack would be magic for Kate.
Great shot.
One blue is the signal from Sue. But Chloe is not far away with this either. Wow, just on the outside of the jack, did not miss by much. According to Sue, it's just 1 to Kate, but we'll just make sure the players agree. And 1 it is. So 17-5 now the lead to Kate Argent-Bowden. She's just 4 shots away from victory here. So Chloe, 16 years of age, as is Kate, which means both of them started at a very young age, which is fantastic. Many of the Jackaroos squad, Chloe, all started at the age of about 10, 11, 12.
Yeah, certainly. You know, for myself, I started when I was 9 and got into it through my grandmother, Belle, and still going, maybe even watching at home. And yeah, you know, I think we all just fell in love with the sport, and you know, we've kept at it, had our ups and downs, and you know, it is a tough game at times. It's not really one you can master. I don't think how good you are, you can never master this game. You always come back and you want more, you want to be better.
I've got some of the starting ages here. Natasha Van Eldik started when she was 14. Kelsey Cottrell started at the age of 11. Carla Krasanik at the age of 15. Christina Christic at the age of 10. And on the boys' side of things, Aaron Sheriff started when he was 11. Aaron T started when he was 7.
Wow. Young little tacker.
Corey Wedlock when he was 8, and Aaron Wilson when he was 12. We made sure we included an Australian Jackaroos brochure in the pack that we gave to the kids during the week, with those starting ages and so forth, so they can really relate. Great shot there from Chloe. Crashed in nicely and looks to have made shot out of that. Yes, it is 1 to Chloe. Yeah, we've done a fair bit of promotion around promoting to young people that the average age of the Jackaroos team or Jackaroos squad was younger than the cricket team, and I'm not sure whether that stat's still spot on, but it certainly was at one stage. When we're marketing to juniors, when we're marketing to the school kids, we need to be telling them about what age the kids started, what age those Jackaroos started, because they can relate better to that. You know?
Yeah, that's right.
You know, these 2 stars we're seeing on show right here, it clearly started when they were around about 10 years old. And I don't have that stat in front of me, but we know Chloe's been playing for 6 years. Kate must have been playing for a similar time at least. Well, a bit of a bad result there for Kate. She looks up to the sky and says, having said that, that result was on with the shot she chose to play. And Chloe just needs to crash onto her own bowls here. That will do.
Good enough for 3.
3 shots scored again. So it's twice she's managed to grab 3 shots in this match, and just closes the gap. 17-8 now in favour of the South Australian ladies singles champion, Kate Argent-Bowden. We had a little bit of rain overnight. There's potential, just feels like there might be a little bit of moisture in the air again here, but a little bit of rain overnight and a little bit this morning just when we were getting underway, but the greens held up beautifully. Still looks like there's plenty of finish.
Oh, absolutely. And it's a credit to Les and Chris, the greenkeepers here at Broadbeach. They do a fantastic job. You know, these greens get a lot of traffic, not just, you know, competition bowls, but they're also a very big barefoot bowls club, and like I said, they do a great job of keeping them in tip-top shape, and you know, at this time of the year they're always running fantastically.
You see our two boys finalists sitting over there on the wall taking in this match. Great to see them supporting each other in the under-18 sections of this event.
It is great to see, and you know, that's the other thing about bowls, that it's not just out there playing and winning and having fun. It's also getting out there, meeting new people, having new experiences, and making lifelong friends.
Friends for life. Spot on, Chloe. I've definitely got them. People that I've met through bowls. It's amazing, and you meet so many different people from all different walks of life with interesting backgrounds, and yeah, it's fantastic. You know, one of the things I love about bowls, you know, you could have the CEO of the world's most powerful corporation playing bowls, and they might be playing to a 17-year-old that's telling them what to do, you know.
Exactly right.
It's really interesting. And we talked about Andrew Howie and his organisation of this event. I was sitting in there the other day and he had his step counter on his phone. In one day he'd done 23,000 steps.
Wow.
That is incredible. As Kate just pushing her own bowl up there, definitely the shot. So we were talking about fitness earlier on. It's certainly going to have contributed to Andrew Howie's fitness, even though his mental fitness might have taken a bit of a battering over the last few weeks.
Everything that's been going on with COVID and draws changing, it's been pretty full on. I definitely feel for Andrew, and I think him and along with everyone else at BA have done an absolutely amazing job to get this event going.
Well, Kate's nudged that bowl again for the second time. It's still a shot. Now, is it one or two? Just one. 18-8 now the lead, so just 3 shots from home is Kate Argent-Bowden. Yeah, just reminded me, because I still see Andrew feverishly walking around, organising things. He's still got things to do, even though we are very much in the final stages of this wonderful event. 11th of June, next year. We get underway again in another Australian Open extravaganza. And there was a supporter event of the mixed pairs, which was very successful this year. So we can just expect bigger and better again at the Australian Open. We were just using that example of making friends for life, you know, just caught a little smile across from Kate to the guys sitting alongside that have just been out there and played their game. Clearly there's a friendships that have developed, and it's fantastic to see.
So a little bit of room here for Chloe. She can nail this. Put a bit of pressure back on Kate. She can slowly make her way back into this game.
We've got our men's singles final going on at the moment over on show rink 1, and you look at those two players, Aaron Wilson and Wayne Turley, both their partners. They met through bowls. You know, it just shows you, you know. Just crashing into the front there for Chloe. It is enough to count at the moment. It is 2 shots right now, but certainly with the quality we've seen from Kate, we'd expect that she might be able to just drop one in here. Well, I expected, and we got. What a great shot. A little nudge on the jack. You can see Sue get in there with the spray chalk. And Chloe just wants to be a little careful here. She doesn't want to run into this bowl with too much weight. Well, that might actually be a good miss.
I think it's a very good miss.
If that jack got past that white bowl, it could have been game over. So one shot more added to Kate Argent-Bowden's scoreline, and it's 19-8 with just 2 required now to take the title. Again, we must thank Tourism and Events Queensland and the City of Gold Coast. They've been amazing. We're talking about Andrew Howie. I know he's had a wonderful relationship with them in bringing you this event, and all the wonderful partners that we see plastered on this rink.
Another great start from Kate there, putting the pressure right on again. He's just been ruthless right from the word go in this match. Really just missed that one. Kate only requires 2 shots here.
And she holds those 2 shots right now, so we'll see what Chloe can do to change this. It's not far away.
She's very close.
What a shot that is. Oh, brilliant stuff. And what a reply. Well, caught the edge of the jack. And that ball has gone in the ditch. I think it's still 1 to the white bowl. Although Sue hasn't given us an indication yet. Chloe might give her own lock bowl a little nudge. Just missed it. And has stayed up at the back of the rink, but still 1 shot it is to Chloe Runge. Having said that, a little touch of the jack here, and it could be title for Kate.
She's watching it very closely.
Absolutely, there's a steely focus on this. Just going to drop under the jack, and has dropped in the ditch. The focus on that bowl as she walked past us. Chloe has also just overdone the weight, only just, but that will drop in as well. And we'll just make sure. Yep, it'll be 1 to Chloe, and it means it's a 10-shot lead now. 19-9 in favour of Kate Argent-Bowden. About a metre short with the first one there was Chloe. There's Kate looking for these 2 shots to secure the title.
Slightly overcorrected that one. Another opportunity here for Kate.
Kate also an avid footy player as well. Those Aussie rules. And looks like she's a fairly high achiever in that sport as well. So certainly getting a taste of different sports. And that's great to see.
It is. It's fantastic. Wonder if she's a Port or a Adelaide girl.
I don't have that in front of me, but I might ask. Well, last bowl is on its way here, and looks like, well, it's just crashed into the front. If it had carried around the front, then that would have been enough. Now, might still be a look as to whether it's 2. Nope, just the 1 shot, just catching the edge on the way in. So 29 to 29 is the current scoreline. I believe the information coming through is that she plays for the Crows Academy team. So Adelaide is the answer to that. And she just lost the jack in the ditch. So there you go, a high achiever, Kate Argent-Bowden. Just 1 shot from victory now.
As we've said before, Clive, that 1 shot's always the toughest one to get.
But Kate, an example though of how ball sports go together. You know, we often find that people that have played other ball sports find that they're pretty good at bowls as well. The coordination go together.
Believe it or not, I used to play a bit of Aussie rules back in the day.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The under 9s at Kyneton Football Club.
You've got a bit of height on your side, haven't you? So that would have suited.
Yes, I didn't mind playing in the ruck, but I got a little bit scared off by all the rough boys that used to play.
Well, there are things in life that you can be and you can't be. And I was never going to be an AFL ruckman, Chloe. I think we can be certain of that. But yeah, certainly as a kid, you know, I sampled lots of different sports, and definitely decide on what you like. And it made it very clear to me. I played cricket against Mike Hussey, and it was very clear to me I was going nowhere in cricket. So yes, he was a superstar. But yeah, certainly we encourage kids. We want kids to try bowls, but we want kids to try every sport and then make their decisions based on what they enjoy. Now Chloe looking to draw the shot once more here and looks to have done that very well. So once more, there's a jack high bowl now for Kate to play to. Well, Chloe in the area again, doesn't want the jack now. Well, that is actually going to be it. So that is going to be 1 to Kate Argent-Bowden, and that is going to end the match. A very unfortunate result there for Chloe, but a fantastic performance by Kate Argent-Bowden. She adds the Australian Open under-18 girls singles title to her South Australian state singles title, and what a remarkable few months it's been for Kate.
Yeah, 100%. You know, she definitely showed her experience here and in this match, and she should be very proud of the way that she played today and the way that she handled herself. And, you know, Chloe too, you know, she came out here and gave it her best shot, and I'm sure she'll learn a lot from that game. Watch it back, you know, have a look, see where she could have done better. And, you know, I think it's always an important thing to go back and, yeah, just check it out in your own time and see what you can always do better. So you can always be better. But both girls should be extremely proud of their efforts today, and I'm sure Kate will enjoy this one, and both girls will be back again next year, I bet.
Champion with us, and well, that rounds out a nice few months for you, doesn't it? A state singles title and now an Australian under-18s Open title. Well done.
Yeah, thank you. It's been pretty crazy past 6 months or so, but yeah, no, very happy with the win today.
Looked like you worked your way into getting your consistency going in that match, and through the middle stages you really started to find your weight in line.
Yeah. I'm very comfortable with my short end, so I love playing them in the singles match because it's the easiest way for me to find consistency in my games. Went off a bit at the end a little, but you know, I was really happy with how I bowled today.
Now, does this keep bowls in the mix for you, because you're pretty handy on the footy field as well, I hear?
Yeah, I guess I should keep bowling. I've got footy and bowls as options for like career paths, and I guess I'll just see how bowls and both of them go.
Well, you've done pretty well, haven't you? Runner-up last time on this rink, and now you've got the title. You must be very pleased.
Yeah, no, I was very happy. I was happy with how I bowled this time as well compared to last time, but yeah, no, it's really good.
All right, well, congratulations and well done. Our Australian Open 2021 under-18s girls champion. Well done. Congratulations, Kate.
Thank you. Cheers.
That's just fantastic to hear from Kate. She's going to give both bowls and football a crack. As you can see, she played amazingly in this game and definitely showed why she's one of the future stars of this game. Just beautiful draw bowling, classy young player.
Yeah, she certainly found her consistency, as she mentioned, didn't she? And just too many close bowls. Chloe gave it everything she had and really wasn't far away. But, you know, as we see, just continually closing in on the jack there. And just played the big shots when she needed to. Really wasn't much in the way of weighted shots or anything like that played in the match. It was all draw bowls.
Yeah.
Good ones.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, very, very close heads from both players. And, you know, I think they can both walk away from this with their heads held high. And I look forward to seeing both their names in the future.
Yes, we certainly we've been treated to some fantastic matches today. Of course, Kate joining Joey as our under-18s champions here at the 2021 Australian Open. A fantastic display and great to see some of our wonderful youth on display. And Chloe will be better for that run. And as we've seen from Kate, you know, she wasn't completely happy with the way she played last time on this rink, but much happier this time around. So often you have to experience these things once to grow, and that'll be the opportunity that Chloe will get out of this match. So we are just in preparation for our presentations of both the boys and the girls under 18 results, and it looks like they are ready for us now. So we will cross to the presentation area.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have standing here before us four of the sport's most promising young stars. An event of this magnitude would simply not be possible without the generous support of our valued partners. So I would like to sincerely thank Bowls Australia's partners for their support, including Tourism and Events Queensland, City of Gold Coast, the Australian Institute of Sport, Sport Australia, Commonwealth Games Australia, BCIB Bowling Club Insurance Brokers, Aero Bowls, Ride at Home, BLK Apparel, MacMax, APR, Blooms the Chemist, Drinkwise and Autica. The way in which all under-18 competitors, but these finalists in particular, have competed this week is a testament to their ability and a reflection of the bright future ahead of them. I would now like to ask Bowls Australia Board Director Louise Whitten to come forward to assist with the presentations. So firstly, please now put your hands together for the under-18 girls singles silver medalist Chloe Runge. And please congratulate the winner of the under-18 girls singles, who is presented the gold medal, Champions Trophy and a cheque for $1,000, Kate Argent-Bowden. And Kate, if you'd like to say a few words.
Thanks to my family, all the supporters back home. It's been a crazy couple of months, but yeah, thanks to everyone supporting me, all my friends, Mum, Nana for coming here with me, and happy birthday, Nana, as well. But yeah, cheers.
Thanks, Kate. And now we'll move to the boys singles, so please put your hands together for the under-18 boys singles silver medalist, Bailey Meddy. And to the winner of the under-18 boys singles, who was awarded the gold medal, Champions Trophy and the cheque for $1,000, please congratulate Joseph Clark. And Joseph, if you'd like to say a few words as well.
I'd just like to thank Mum and Dad for driving me here, a lot of money for accommodation. Again, Paul for all the job he's been doing with me coaching, and all the sponsors for helping run this comp after it wasn't on last year. It's awesome. Thanks for everyone.
So congratulations once again to all our finalists and competitors of the 2021 Australian Open under-18 disciplines. From here, please feel free to enjoy the conclusion of the 2021 Australian Open Finals staged over on Green 4, and we wish all competitors and spectators a safe trip home. Thanks, everyone.
There you have it, the champions of the future, Joey Clark and Kate Argent-Bowden. Our runners-up, of course, Bailey Metty and Chloe Runge, both better for the experience of their 2021 Australian Open. Chloe, thank you very much for your help today. You've been fantastic, as usual.
No worries, Clive. It was a pleasure to be part of it.
And good luck in your Jackaroos aspirations and preparations and so forth. And
thank you.
yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. All right, we certainly have to thank Tourism and Events Queensland and the City of Gold Coast for their assistance in bringing you the 2021 Australian Open. It's certainly a wonderful thank you to all the hard-working staff, Andrew Howie and his team, that have done a fantastic job. For all the ringside live streaming, we certainly have a shout out to the Gold Coast Tweed District Bowls Association that was so integral in bringing you the first week of streaming that we had. And I've thoroughly enjoyed my time alongside Brian covering some fantastic matches. It's been a wonderful 2021 Australian Open. We encourage you to switch over to 7.2 now, Fox, KO or Sky Sports New Zealand, and catch the end of the men's singles final. They're not far off getting completed. And we on Ringside Live will catch you again very soon.